What I have set up here is a number 2 tip. I've got some buttercream icing in there. It's just left over from a cake that I did the other day. I need to use it up, so this is the best way I could think how. I also have a wet cloth here, because sometimes when you're writing, you do get a little residue on the end. You just want to keep the end of your tip clean. Usually I use my fingers and just keep going. I like to have a cloth handy as well so that, you know, things stay clean. So you want to make sure there's no air bubbles in your bag. You're not going to need a whole lot of icing for doing Inscription on cakes. So you just push it all down to the bottom. Now it's kind of forcing itself out. Some people give it a twist. So it's twisted like that. Just a couple of twists up. Pull the bag between your thumb and your finger there. Oh, look at that. Need my tip. Now how I hold this, so I do the squeeze with my fingers like that. You can see, practice consistently pulling this icing out. You don't want to go too fast. So you work on your consistency with it to get a nice fluid line. When you're learning how to write on cakes, it's very important to not jab your tip into the cake because it'll leave lines all over. And plus, you risk pushing your tip up inside. Uneven pressure, not nice writing. When I first started decorating, I did the alphabet. You know, like capital A, lowercase a, capital B, lowercase b. Kind of have my hand here to kind of guide me and keep it out of my way so you can see what I'm doing. Now also another way to hold this, if you find it a little awkward, some people wrap it around the finger and then just squeeze with the bottom 3 fingers. It really doesn't matter how you do it, how you're comfortable doing it. Capital C, lowercase c, capital D, lowercase d. Another way that I practiced on this was I take white paper and just follow along the lines so I could learn how to make even letters. So you can kind of see all my capital letters are basically the same size. All my lowercase letters are basically the same size. It's easier to write when you're at the comfortable angle, but I'm just trying to keep out of the way to show you what's going on here. Some people also push on the bag, and that gives a little bit more guidance as well. Basically, you want your other hand on there just for guidance so that you can know where you're going to go next. Now, I started first learning how to print, getting the right consistency, getting the right pressure, before I tried doing a handwriting inscription. Then when you're done practicing, just scrape it off, put it aside to use it again after for practice. So when you're doing birthday cakes, when you're doing cakes, basically your 3 main inscriptions are happy birthday, congratulations, and happy anniversary. Anniversary and congratulations, I think, are the 2 of the longest words to try to put on a cake. When you're working with an 8-inch round, you don't have a whole lot of room. If you're doing decoration and inscription on there, you've really got to budget your space wisely. So what I like to do, I like to write it first. Now congratulations is going to take about that much room. So congratulations is very long. Then I would decorate that with flowers or put their name underneath, you know. Congratulations to you. Congratulations on your retirement. Placement of the words is also very important when you're decorating cakes as well. You don't want your whole inscription just to be like crammed up here so you can hardly read it. You'd like it to be spaced out so it looks rather even with your decorations. So there's congratulations. Let's do happy birthday up at the top here. You can see I'm just keeping my tip a little ways off of the platform. Once you get a little better, you can play around with your Ys and give them all swoopies. If you find you get a break in your icing, that just means that your pressure is not consistent. And you can just go over that very carefully. Clean it up a little bit. Another Y I like to do, a little fancy. Happy birthday. Oh, I think my tip is still cold and my icing's starting to get warm from holding it. And you'll find with a buttercream or any other kind of icing that you used, whipped cream, ice cream even, the more you hold it, it's going to get warmer. So it is going to melt down. Its consistency is going to change on you. So you kind of have to be aware of watching that adapt. If you get a little extra on it, you know, we're just practicing. Look at that. This is where you may find that you're pressing too hard because you're used to using the hard icing out of the fridge. And you'll get wavy lines. I'll show you. So if you get something like that happening, that just means your pressure is too hard. It's also a good technique for something else. See what else do we say? Happy anniversary. Anniversary is also one of those very long words. So I don't try to put it all on one line. I'll do happy here and then anniversary down below. And you kind of want to think like a typewriter. I know it sounds kind of weird how to put that onto cake decorating. So basically, you want to take the center of your cake, right? So say there's the center. You want to put your word right at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 letters in. That's about dead on. So you kind of want to think like you're the center tab and you want to go over a space for each 2 letters so that it evens out on the whole cake there. Great thing about using a sheet of plastic or great thing about using a sheet of wax paper is you can smear it on. You can smear it off. It's great to practice with stuff when you're not wasting it. Now you can do all sorts of different writing with different tips. Today we're just doing, you know, little number 2. And as you progress, you can get into the script. And the trick to this is you want to be just fluent. Keep it up. And let that icing weight do its own work. You don't want to be forceful with the tip. See, I can even do it from up here, kinda. It's not going to be... Oh, it's getting loose. Or getting warm. That looks horrible. Oh, look. Erase. This is also why it's very good to practice writing before you decide you want to write on cakes. There's just a little quick intro to writing. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share them below. And we just want to say thank you. Oh, too much pressure there. For watching. Alright, thank you for watching this little video of Chox Decorates. definitely stay tuned. I'll keep putting videos up here, and I'll see you next time.